Hey, it's Chris here, and I'm coming at you with my top 10 favorite albums for 2023. In video format this year. Before, I was just doing like collage, 10 album arts, and I did that this year, and I just thought, let's try to do something a little, I don't know, let's try this, let's try it out. So anyway, top 10 albums of 2023. Kicking it off with number 10. Marne Stern's Comeback Kid. What a fun album this was. Very tight, concise album. Really tight, running a tight ship, running some tight musicianship. Some great hooks, some off the wall stuff going on. It's weird, it's fun. She's like the princess of math rock. It's top 10 for sure. Okay, it's number 10. Moving right on. Number 9, I've got Wargam from the UK and their new album, Venom. As someone who grew up in the early 2000s, I have an acquired taste for this kind of nonsense, and it's great for me. A lot of bombastic riffs, catchy hooks. It's as poppy as bubblegum. Some of these hooks just live in my head rent-free. I tell you, it's a good time. They've even got a Fred Durst feature on there with the Bang Your Head song. It's a hell of a time. It's a hell of a good time. It's a good time in hell. Number 8, we got Code Orange and The Above. Now this is a band that I've heard of for a long time. They've been just buzzing around my head for a while. I finally got into them earlier this year off their album Underneath, and that was a good time. I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. I just keep saying the same shit. All the glitchy electronics and really dark sounding atmosphere, along with the industrial metal aspects, the hardcore aspects, but then as well as like gothic rock and just a lot of experimentation. Their genre, they keep stretching their genre palette. And that album, it left me with a thirst that needed to be quenched, and it was quenched by The Above, which has everything from just the heaviest hardcore, metalcore breakdowns all the way to the catchiest alt rock and alt metal choruses. They got a Billy Corgan feature on there. I mean, he only sings like a few lines, but it's nice when he's there. This next album might be coming out of left field. It's Helmet's latest album, Left. Helmet, these guys are like the original alt metal motherfuckers, okay? Like, these guys started the game, like, more or less. They're right there at the onset. Within the Meantime and Betty and classic alt metal band, right? What are they doing nowadays, right? I remember like Saw 2, was it Saw 2 maybe? They had Monochrome. And then, for whatever reason, they came up on my radar again this year with this album, Left, and I tell you, it's a good time. I say Left by Helmet really left an impression on me this year. The album's full of hooks. It's full of some great hooks. I really like the opening track, Holiday. Far, 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 far away. That sort of throwback to Talking Heads, Psycho Killer with that fa, 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 I don't know. Powder Puff is a real softy. Powder Puff is a pretty soft song. It was fun. Big Shot was a good one. Paige Hamilton's like 60, and he's throwing down like this. Like, life goals. What can I say? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Back with another album, Petro Dragonic Apocalypse. That was a blast. What a fun album. What a good time. The album is great non-stop. For the most part, it's start to finish, it's a success. But right there in the middle, from Witchcraft into Gila Monster into Dragon, it's a powerful 3-hit combo that I'm just all about. If you dig into the lyrics, you're going to find Earth's going to be having a bad time soon, but if you're listening to the album, you're going to be having a good time because they're bringing the riffs, they're bringing the hooks, they're bringing the odd meters and crazy psychedelic twists that King Gizzard are known for. They have that certain King Gizzardness to the production, even though they're doing progressive metal, but it still sounds like garage rock in some kind of way. Loved it. Great album. All right, here's something probably a lot of you guys haven't heard of, but you should. Number 5. South Acid Mimi with their album Shungdai Yuan, which translates to Sunday Vow, like Sunday, the ice cream sundae, and then Vow, A-E-I-O-U. It's a group out of Guangzhou, China. Electronic, experimental, art pop, little post-punk, little post-rock shoegaze. It's more electronic in the presentation, but there's a lot to be sponged up from this album. Some great tracks. My favorite, Yang Bu Yang, which means not the same. What a mind-staining hook. It just stains your mind, sticks right in your mind, and also, I really really enjoyed how they kind of took the piss out of the Beatles with Lucy in the Sky with Dolphin. It's a total bananas song, but also very pretty. Experimental, but it's also quite beautiful. Songs like Warning with that really epic post-rock chorus, stunning. It should be in a film. The hook on the end is great. Everlasting is a fantastic opening track. It's pretty much bangers from start to finish. All right, moving right on to number 4. This album by Griffo, Ontology. It's another Chinese album, all right? Okay, I live in China, so sue me. It's a fantastic album. It's some of the best math rock I've heard out here. It takes influence from bands like Trico and Mr. Bungle and mixes all that together, and you end up with something that's equal parts beautiful and angular, weird, and just a lot of fun. It's a good time. If you want to know more, you can just go to Everything Is Noise, search my full review of this album. Moving on to album number 3 on my list. We're in the top 3 now. Swinging for the fences, all right? Right here, bang. That's Koss with It Turns Pale. French, post-rock, noise rock, grunge outfit, debut album. It's some of the best stuff I heard this year, and I heard it right at the beginning of the year when it dropped. I also wrote a full review for it at everythingisnoise.com. Definitely go there, check this website out, follow their Instagram, and It Turns Pale is a harrowing listen, okay? Kicking right off with Crazy Horse. They're bringing just this nice blend of post-rock and noise rock. Think like Explosions in the Sky meets Oh Brother meets Slint meets Sonic Youth. Tell you, the album is as noisy as it is heartbreaking. Brought a tear to my eye once this year. I'm not gonna let that happen again. I was in a bad place. I was in Hangzhou and I missed a train back home, and that was a bummer. Bummed me right out, but luckily It Turns Pale was there to catch me when I fell, walking around the train station for hours waiting for the next train. What a damn time to be alive. Let's get on with it. So, number 2, drum roll please. We've got Gaga with Music Might Help. From most of this list so far, you could probably ascertain that I like a lot of heavy music and a lot of guitar-driven music. And that's not what you're going to find on Music Might Help. It comes from Belgian experimental jazz outfit, Gaga. I randomly discovered this band on Bandcamp. They had a free album on there. I downloaded it and fell in love with that. And I've just been following them ever since on their creative journey. And they get more and more weird and experimental on every album. And this definitely is the weirdest one they've put out to date. It's like a concept album with a surrealist story thread about Seiya, who is a clown. And she's working at the circus, and all hell breaks loose. Family issues and societal issues come to clash. Strange story, but I gotta say the story takes second place to the music. Just some great grooves, a lot of really fantastic vocal work, which was surprising given the band's more instrumental background. A lot of trip-hop influence as well. Pulling from a wide range of influences on this album, and I gotta say Gaga knocked it out of the park with a really fun album. It's a really good time. I think you'll enjoy it. Whoever's watching this, you'll probably enjoy it. Just go and listen to it. Thank you very much. All right, my number 1 favorite album of the year, Activities, Spirit in the Room. COVID sucked, it sucked. But the ladies and gentlemen and Activity used the time well to come up with some amazing songs. Just get right into it. Department of Blood is a great opening track. It immediately puts you right into the vibe of the record with some haunting background vocals and some trip-hop electronic groove. Lyrics like "Give me your Christian thoughts, are they anything?" This kind of hopeless, dread-filled vibe that really spoke to me in 2023, because I was dealing with some spirits in my own room, if you know what I mean. Heaven Chords is a beautiful track. It's the most Grooms-like track on the album. I'm a big fan of Grooms. Careful, Let's Sleepwalk. Some disturbing lyrics, eerie beat. Love that. Where the Artist Hung has this has this Radiohead vibe, but if Tom York had been tortured during the Spanish Inquisition or something. Some beautiful ethereal vocals on Ek Frag and Icing. There's an unstoppable and unbeatable, very, very catchy groove on I Like What You Like. Probably my favorite song I have to give it to I Saw His Eyes, with really catchy chorus, great dynamics, and this tension building throughout the song. The album comes to a very somber close with Susan Medical City. Beautiful, beautiful song, and some very painful lyrics of loss and grieving. Anyway, Spirit in the Room, it lingers, it sticks with you. I don't think I'd be too out of line to say it's a modern masterpiece. So if you don't check out anything else I recommended just now, definitely check out Spirit in the Room. That's gonna be it for my top 10. Drop a comment, let me know what your favorite album of 2023 was. Give me a like if you enjoyed this visual representation of my top 10 albums of 2023. And I'm gonna get off this fucking chair now. Thank you. Goodbye.